Hey guys, what's up? This is White Boy for the win, and welcome back to Y Mega Evolved. Now, earlier this week we talked about Mega Greninja, and today we're going to be talking about Mega Raikou. But before we get started, let me just give you guys a brief explanation what this series is about. Now, every week I will be picking two Pokemon that either need a Mega Evolution, deserve a Mega Evolution, or I want a Mega Evolution for. Now, this is based off my opinion alone, and no one else's. Now, if you guys do not like my opinion, then please post your own opinions in the comment section down below about what would you keep, what would you change, and etc. And at the end of the video, I will be telling you guys which Pokemon we're going to be talking about the following day. So with that said, here is Mega Raikou. Now, I told you guys in my Y Mega Evolve video for Greninja that I was going to do the legendary dogs. Now, I didn't tell you which one I was going to be doing first. They were just going to be random because I never done a Y Mega Evolve video for any legendaries before, and I wanted to start off with the dogs just because they're my favorite trio. And I think that I'm going to be doing picking which one I'm going to be doing next at random when I do legendaries, because I think it's a little bit more fun because it's kind of like how you find the three dogs in Fire Red and Leaf Green. You don't know when you're going to encounter them until you get the national dex. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Now, the reason why I'm doing Raikou first is because, honestly, Raikou is my least favorite out of the dog trio. Now, I'm not saying that it isn't good. I just don't like its design, and maybe if it does get a Mega Evolution, its design will look something like the picture I'm using, because this picture just makes me love Raikou more than I do now, and that's just saying something because it's my least favorite dog. So, as you can tell from what I've done to its stats, I did increase everything because everything I think should get increased. Now, for its physical attack, I increased it from base 85 to base 100. Now, there's a couple of reasons why I increased its physical attack. Now, normally you would think that I would probably decrease its physical attack and distribute the other stats or extra points into its stats, but in this case I decided to actually increase it to base 100 because Raikou does get access to a couple of physical moves that are really good, like Crunch, Bite, and I believe Wild Charge as well. So at base 100, if you want to go full physical for a Mega Raikou, you can, because it is at base 100. Because normally if there's Pokemon with base 100 stat, you would go mixed, and sometimes there's those people who just go straight physical and just leave the highest stat. In this case for Raikou, it's a special attack alone and don't mess with it. So it's pretty much up to you, but there are a couple of good physical moves that Raikou does get access to, like I said, Crunch, Bite, and Wild Charge. So base 100 is very perfect for Raikou. Now, for its special attack and for its speed, I increased it from base 115 to base 140. Now, the one thing I like about the dogs is that they all have at least one stat that's at base 115, and in this case Raikou has two base 115 stats, which is his special attack and speed. So what I wanted to do for Raikou and for the other dogs is that whatever stat has a base 115 I'm going to increase it to base 140 because I think that they should get increased the same, and at base 140 there's just going to be either very bulky, very powerful in physical attack, and or very fast and hard hitting special attackers. You kind of already know who I'm talking about in general, but in this case Raikou is going to be the fast, hard-hitting special attacker or special sweeper, if you say so. But anyways, with base 140 and special attack, like I said, this thing's just going to be just dealing massive amount of damage with Thunder, Discharge, Volt Switch, Signal Beam, Aurora Sphere if you decide to go with Aurora Sphere, and a lot of good other special moves that Raikou does get access to. So like I said, base 140, this thing is just going to be hitting hard like a truck, doing massive amount of damage to your opponent. And same thing for its speed. At base 140 speed, this thing is just going to be incredibly fast, one of the fastest Pokemon in the game, because Crobat does have a base 130 speed, and I believe that's let me rephrase that, it's one of the fastest Pokemon in the game. And once you see Crobat or Talonflame, you're like, oh, this thing is just going to be outspeeding me regardless. So that's what I want to do with Raikou, because it's its typing is electric, so you know this thing is just going to be very fast, and it's also based off of a saber-toothed tiger, which is one of my favorite extinct animals. So that's also on the plus side as well for having a very high speed. Now, for its physical defense, I increased it from base 75 to base 100. Now, granted, its physical defense isn't all that great, just as a regular Raikou. So with the 25-point boost into its physical attack or physical defense to make it at base 100, hopefully this thing will be able to live live like at least maybe one earthquake, depending on what tier it is. But with this stat and like ability and typing, it might be bumped up to OU just because of how powerful it is, because there's a lot of people, including myself, who would use Raikou in UU. Now, I did say that Raikou is one of my least favorite, or is my least favorite dog, but it doesn't mean I'm not going to use it. I just don't like its design all that much. So like I was saying, but as a base 100 for its physical defense, maybe you will be able to live an earthquake from someone, but it's not guaranteed. But at least it's at base 100 to the point where it is possible, but it's not possible at the same time. So it just depends on what Pokemon is just going to be using, like Earthquake and all that stuff. Now for its special defense, I did increase it from base 100 to base 110. I didn't want to give it too much of an increase into its special defense just because it is at base 100, and most of the time a lot of Raikou do carry Calm Mind. So even though it's at base 110 for its special defense as a Mega, one Calm Mind up will pretty much be, you will be secure to at least live like one Earth Power from like a Choice Specs Hydreigon. And so that's pretty much the reason why I just didn't give it a very high boost into a special defense, because it does get access to Calm Mind. A lot of people do run Calm Mind on Raikou. So with that, there is Raikou's stats. I really want to evenly distribute them, and that's what I've done. I think that with this stats for its Mega, I really think and hopefully pray that Raikou and maybe hopefully the other 3 dogs, or other 2 dogs, sorry, will be able to like get bumped up to OU, or in the BL tier, which is between OU and UU, because I think that with their Megas it is possible. Now as a regular Raikou, its base stat is at 580, and with the Mega Evolutions at 680. Now the fun fact about the 3 dogs is that all 3 of them have a base 580 base stat, just as a regular like non-normal type Pokemon. So that's the one thing I really like about them, because they all have the same base stat. It's just that they pretty much have the same exact stats, but some of them are either like switched around with their base 115 stat, or like they decrease one stat and then put the other points into its other stats. So it's pretty much the exact same point distribution, but some of them are like switched around a little bit. Now for its ability, I decided to give this thing Drizzle. Now there's a lot of other Pokemon I know that deserves to have the Drizzle ability for its Mega Evolution and or for its hidden ability, if Game Freak decides to give Pokemon that don't have a hidden ability a hidden ability. Now like I was saying, there's a lot of other Pokemon that deserve a Drizzle for its ability as a Mega Evolution Pokemon, but like for instance, there was a rumor going around that Game Freak was going to be like for like new games for like 7th gen and all that we're gonna be changing up like Pokemon's hidden abilities, and one of them was a Drizzle Zapdos. Now if Zapdos does get a Mega Evolution, I can see that thing get Drizzle, but I think that Raikou is more fitting for the ability Drizzle. And on the plus side, we need more Pokemon with Drizzle, because the only one we technically have right now is Politoed, and there should be other Pokemon with the Drizzle ability, just because it's just that everyone has to use Politoed if they want to just set up the rain first turn without using Rain Dance. So if there's another Pokemon and or another like legendary, or a legendary that deserves to get a Drizzle ability, it should be Raikou. Now for its typing, obviously it is electric. Now I was thinking about making this thing dark type as well. Now I've done this with the other 2 dogs as well, because I put maybe and then another typing, just because I don't know how it's gonna work, but I can see them being that typing. Same thing for Raikou. I can see this thing being part dark, but the problem is that the only dark type moves that Raikou get is pretty much Crunch, and I believe Bite, and Hidden Power, Dark, and Snarl. I believe those are the only dark type moves that Raikou gets access to. Now maybe, just maybe, that later in the future, if we do end up getting the Mega Dogs, that Game Freak will do another event for the dogs, to the point where it's that you can, the event will be like, for instance, if Raikou is going to be getting the dark typing when it's Mega Evolution, the event Raikou will have like maybe Dark Pulse, or a very strong, unique dark type move that only Raikou will end up getting. I can see that happening, but like I said, it's just a matter of time until we know if we're going to be getting a Mega Dogs, because I can tell you guys this right now, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys will agree with me, when there's going to be either a new game, or let me rephrase that, a new remake, or maybe a sequel, and also a new gen, there's going to be more Mega Pokemon. Now, I'm not saying that there's going to be a lot, but I'm just saying that there's going to be more Mega Pokemon, and I can guarantee you that, because there's a lot of people saying that this Pokemon should deserve a Mega, that Pokemon deserve a Mega. Hey, the series I do is called Why Mega Evolve. I'm just giving you guys Pokemon that deserve Mega Evolution. Most of them should get a Mega Evolution. Just some Pokemon that I am doing really don't need a Mega, but just a lot of people would like to see it, so I do it. But regardless, you know what I'm talking about. So hopefully, if we do get a new event for the dogs, maybe that if Raikou does get a Mega Evolution and part of its typing is going to be Dark, Game Freak can either give like the Dark Pulse TM, or an event that has Dark Pulse already on Raikou, or it just gives him his special move that only Raikou will only know, that is a Dark type move. So with that, there is Mega Raikou. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, and also don't forget to comment and subscribe. I really hope Mega Raikou, or should I say the 3 dogs, actually do get a Mega Evolution, because those are probably one of my like top 5 Pokemon that would really want to get a Mega Evolution. So like I was saying, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button. Also, don't forget to comment and subscribe. Go and check out some of my other videos. My most popular video from my Why Mega Evolve series is my Mega Raichu video with over 10k views. Thank you guys so much. You don't know how much that means to me. And also, I do upload team review videos and moveset videos, and I try to keep those two as custom as possible. So if you're tired of using the same old thing all the time, go and check out my moveset videos. I try to keep them as custom as possible. And with my team reviews, I don't have a set date for when I upload them, but I do have a couple teams that you can check out. I do upload VGC teams as well. I have 2 VGC 15 teams already uploaded with Mega Sceptile and Mega Salamence, and also Mega Kangaskhan. Now granted, I'm not the best VGC player out there because I'm still trying to get into it, but my Mega Kangaskhan team is just by far the best team I've actually ever made in VGC. It just does the work. So if you are into VGC and you want to check those videos out, let me just go check them out. Give me constructive feedback with those teams, because like I said, I'm very new and I need as much criticism as constructive criticism as possible. And for my singles team, I do upload those. My latest singles team I done upload was my Mega Slowbro video. So if you guys are interested in making a Mega Slowbro team and don't know what Pokemon to actually put on the team, go and check out the video. Now granted, in that video, Greninja is on that team, and I made that video before Greninja was suspected and put into Ubers, so you can't replace it with another Pokemon in the OU tier. I myself replaced it with a Latios, and it does phenomenal on my team. So with that, that's all I really gotta say. So like I said, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, and also don't forget to comment and subscribe. Now like I said, I'm not going to tell you guys which dog we're going to be talking about next when we do legendaries. I'm not going to tell you guys which one we're going to be doing first. They're just going to be up as a surprise. So whatever one I do next, you already know which one I'm going to be doing last. So yeah, catch the video up on Tuesday. So this is White Boy for the win. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys later.